Hey, this is my DIY bathroom makeover edition. Yeah, we're still in phase 1, but this is part 5. We're going to be painting and installing the shower door in this segment, and this will conclude the shower install. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I've got my gungies on because I anticipate maybe a bit of splattering with paint. And I got my tape here I use for my art, and then also I have some leftover bathroom kitchen paint that we're going to paint this area and get it coated and protected. I'm going to do a couple of layers of the paint over that fresh drywall mud. So let's get started. Now, I had already gone through here with the vacuum and then also wiped all this down to a clean surface with the a wet towel. And so now we're ready just to tape it off and get it ready for painting. Okay, I washed my brush off with warm water and dried it off, so we're just let it sit here and dry. Let the paint dry. This is only the first coat. I'm going to go over it with another coat, then we'll peel the tape off and install the shower door. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I actually applied 2 coats of paint, let it dry, took off for a day, and now I'm back. We're going to go ahead and remove the frog tape or the blue tape and see about installing the shower door today. Nice clean edge. Yeah. Before we go any farther, I have to install this good and proper. And this is the final install. And I got some sealant tape. It's that white sealant tape, and I'm going to go on the threads. There you go. Just wind it right around the threads. Okay. Screw it in. You can have a nice, good, tight seal. And this is the original one, so I didn't have to go through any additional expense. Put this on. There. Put a little bit of this tape on that thread there. Okay, install that. And install the shower feature right there. Now we're ready to take showers, but I gotta install the door first. And then when I get the sealant and start sealing the door, I'll seal everything. Everything is going to be sealed, including this feature, because it all needs to be sealed, and I don't have to spend days sealing. I just want to do it in one fell swoop, because you know how that silicone things get. If you don't use it right away, it gets all clogged up in the end, and then you just might as well just throw it away. And I'm going to try to save money and just do all the caulking at once. So let's get the first set of the first piece of the shower door installed. Okay, we measure the opening. Yeah, 56.5. I got all my tools laid out here and ready to go. I also have my parts laid out for the shower. We're going to lay the bottom rail first, but I got to trim it. And this is the bottom rail. And it fits on like that. And this is the outside. This is on the inside. So 56.5. I'm going to use a metal cutting blade in my jigsaw. Okay. We'll set this in place right there. And then these rails, the side end pieces, gotta pay attention, because right here, look at, there's a little groove right here. Let me show you where that fits. It only fits one way. Well, that one would be the bottom. This is the top. It does not have that groove. So we'll set this into place and I'll show you how it fits down in there. Okay, with that groove on the outside, it should slide right down over the top and fit snugly over that rail. And we have this in place. Now, we use a big level to make sure it's absolutely plumb. Okay, to hold it in its plumb location, I'm going to put a piece of tape right here. Make sure, again, it is absolutely plumb. And I do the same with the other one. Remember, that groove goes to the bottom on the outside, so it'll fit snugly. Get my tape and my level. Now each rail has 3 mounting holes. This is the only drilling we needed to do. Is I'm going to line this up and just start a hole. Yeah. Now I thoroughly read the instructions, the whole page, both sides, about 3 times before I even started this project. So there's a specific diameter of hole I need to drill those out on. So I'm going to go ahead and select the appropriate sized drill bit and drill that hole out. It's calling for a 5/16 inch hole. So I select the proper bit right here. That's 5/16. We pop that in. I love these little tools. They're so simple, and to get it out, you just pop that, and it comes right out. I love it, love it, love it. So let's go drill those holes. Since this is already plumbed in a line, we're going to go ahead and remove the tape. We don't need that anymore. We're going to set these aside. And drill my first hole. Now before I go any further, I got to make sure these surfaces are absolutely clean, because I'm going to use vinegar, and I want to make sure that it's clean because I need to make sure that adhesive gets a good tight seal. What's nice about the instructions, it gives you part numbers and pictures of everything you're going to need for your install. And it's all neatly packaged on this shrink wrapped piece of card. So the next thing we're going to go for is these little things right here to push into those holes that we just created. And it's nice because they're laid out in order of the way how you're going to use them, I believe. So I get my box knife out. We're just going to cut through the plastic and try to release those. And by following the instructions on the appropriate drill bit size, these you bend this way and you poke it in the hole. Okay, now I'm going to set everything in place so I can have it preset, because I've got to measure the top and cut it also. That one. That one. Okay, now I gotta measure for the top. $56.75. I use my speed square. Measure twice, cut once. Okay. Now the way this is designed, it doesn't make any difference which way it goes. Inside, outside, outside, inside, it could be either way. Okay, and it just slides right over the top of that. And I measured it perfectly. There we go. What I did find a little bit disturbing is the only thing holding this whole shower door together is the 6 bolts in the walls. This just rests on top, but it's held into place by a silicone seal on each end. And then the bottom tray is held by 2 silicone seals along the bottom and around the edge. That's all that's holding this together. I find that a bit disturbing. So we got the pieces trimmed, and let me think. I think we might be ready to start doing our silicone sealing. Okay, it's time to apply the silicone. The silicone I'm using is this tub and tile silicone. I need to create an adhesiveness for that bottom rail, and also make a nice seal, and it's specifically tub and tile. So that's why I selected this for this project. I went ahead and got my screws and these other little features out of there. These are the bumpers that will go in once I get the sealant, because I want to do all the sealant at once and get everything ready to go, and that way the sealant's done. Then I walk away for a couple days, let it dry, but to you guys it'll be a video second. So let's get this disassembled, get that bottom plate sealed in place, and get everything else in place and sealed. Okay, we remove that. Remove that. We'll take that up there and remove this. And we'll go ahead and take that there. And now we've got the bottom bracket. And this is what we start with first, because I need to lay in a bead in this groove right here. And also we're going to lay a bead of silicone along here. To prep my silicone, I just want a little tiny bead around everything, so I'm just going to make a tiny cut right here with the box knife, or also a sheetrock knife. Yep, just a tiny cut. Now, crash. This thing has a nice little feature. You can stick down in that little hole and puncture it to get it to flow. Pop that in there. Flip that and start squeezing. And this caulking, it cleans up really easy with water. So let's get this in. And of course right along this one. I'm going to hang this right here, right over the trash can, so if there's any leakage, it goes into the trash. And of course I have a little bit of an oops right here. They say water cleans it up, so we're going to just clean it up. And we're ready to carefully put this in place. Now before I put the side rails up, I want to caulk right here. And over here. And now I selected 3 screws and this bumper from that card. And I've got them right here, and I'm going to install this one first. Of course, we slide that right down over the top of it. And this should be already plumb. Yeah, because I pre-drilled the holes when the holes were plumb. So here we go with the first hole. The second hole, according to the instructions, gets this bumper installed. And then we mount this rail, same way. And this hole, again, is the center hole, so it gets a bumper. And the last screw, I can't believe it's only 6 screws that hold this thing in. Okay, we take the tape off. And I lay a small bead inside. And a small bead outside. Same way with over here. Inside. Won't need that anymore. Well, I do need that for the top. So let's do this one. Okay. And now I have to do the top. And get this, folks. The only thing holding the top in is the silicone. There is no fasteners, and that's what creeps me out. 0 fasteners. It just really creeps me out. So we just have to silicone it in. Make sure this is perfectly level, because I don't want the sliding glass doors to slide open on me while I'm taking my shower. That is perfect. So let's get the silicone seal on that and seal it. That's all that's holding this in. I don't get it. That's it. Weird. Bizarre. Not done yet. This is where I said I was going to put a seal in across here. It took exactly a whole tube of this stuff. One whole tube. I think I got it. I have enough left for down here. Right here. Okay, I saved all the silicone sealant for last on this project. The next thing to do is just assemble the doors. I'll be back in a video second and we'll assemble and install the doors. Hopefully the handrails will be delivered by then and I'll be able to show you guys how I'm installing the safety handles. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, now I come to the assembling of the doors. And this is the first door we're going to assemble. This is the inside door. There's a difference between the doors. This one has handles, that one does not. That one will get a towel rack attached to it. So what the instructions calls for is to attach the wheels on the top. So let's look at the instructions and see which side of this to attach the wheels to. Okay, we're at figure 14, so the wheels go where this slides in, goes up, and the wheel goes on this side right here of this piece. So I'm going to cut a set of wheels and bolts off of the card here. Here's the 4 bolts for the 4 wheels, and here's the 4 wheels. Right now I'm just going to cut out 2 bolts. Here's one, and there's 2 wheels. And I put a bolt through there and a wheel through there. And we'll adjust this once we get it in the shower because I want to be able to slide it up and down to level the door. I'm going to do the other side now. Okay. Now, according to the instructions, we're going to use these 3 things. These are the outside panel bushings and vinyl tape. So let's get those cut out of there. And the vinyl tape. Okay. And this is tricky. You see how that little notch is right there? There's a notch in here, so you got to apply this to where it clicks in that notch and locks into place. There we go. And we do the same with the other one. We put this rubber thing on there. And we put this one down there, and now that is locked into place. Next thing I do is release these 2 screws and get the towel bar brackets out of there, and then we'll attach the towel bar. And the key is knowing which side of the window or the door to put the towel bracket. So let me look at the instructions. Towel bracket goes on the same side as the rollers. So I'm going to place 1 screw in through here and start the towel bracket. Now the towel bracket has this little design here where it has this bump right here and it's kind of more flat on the other side. That is the outside of the design. So we're going to place that on the towel bracket before I attach the other side. There we go. Now we attach the other side. It's just like an erector set when I was a kid. How about that? And it's got these little things to pop over the top of the screws, so it makes it pretty. Okay, that goes there. I hope. And this one goes over here. Now, aside from adjusting the top rollers, this door is assembled. And let's work on, this is the outside door. Let's work on the inside door and get that bottom one in. Okay, we're going to take and release this. This is the last thing that comes off of this card. And now this, oh, no, we got a couple more things. These rear bushings, we'll keep that aside. Now the instructions calls me to lay the panel flat on the floor and take these screws here and then partially insert them into these holes laying on the floor. And in like manner, install the rollers on the outside panel. We just did the inside panel. Let's look at the instructions to see where this goes. Aha! It goes on that inside door. Okay, those screws we attach to the bottom of that inside door. We have this rail right here. Look at that. Right here. See that little groove right in there? That's where you slide this into. This is, you just feed that right into one end. If I can feed it. There we go. Okay, in this case, this project takes a man to take the time and read the instructions. Well, a woman too. You cannot discard the instructions on this, otherwise you're gonna get lost. Okay, we trim the excess off. And we have these last two items, the rear bushings, for what we just put in. And those little bushings, they go right there. Yep, that's where they go. Okay. Here. I'm adjusting the wheels to the lowest end first and set that in there. Set the bottom on the track. There we go. Now they're both on track. Make sure it's level and sealed. And it doesn't roll back. Now, we got the other door. Okay. Okay, in this one, you put the trolley in first, and now we have to put this on. Yep. Now this has a track under it, so you gotta fit this in place. Make sure it goes into the screw there. Screw this one down. Lift that up and screw that one down, and it locks the door in place, and it's done. You're sure you put those little rubber caps on those? go on this one too. Don't forget to put rubber caps on these screws here. Two more. One right here. One right here. So all these screw ends are covered. I don't know why. We gotta peel this off. Make it nice and pretty. And now the shower is ready to use. Rub-a-dub-dub, a fat man in a tub. There you go. Let's turn the water on and see how everything functions. Yes. All right. We have a shower. Walk-in shower installed. Nice. Very nice. There you go. This phase 1 of this project, 5 parts, is done. Stay tuned for phase 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, we're going to do the ceiling. Special feature on the ceiling. We're going to do the floor. We're going to do the walls. And we're going to put a new toilet in and change out either, I haven't decided yet, change out the cabinet mirror or maybe do a DIY fab rehab on the mirror and the vanity. I haven't decided yet. But I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, with this Pine Meadows Hobby Farm DIY home improvement feature on the bathroom remodel. I still got this to put on along the base of the shower, but I'm not going to do that yet because I want to wait till I get the new floor in, and that's coming soon. We'll do the floor, the counters, and the toilet, and then we'll do the ceiling, and then we'll do the walls. Maybe we'll do the walls first. I don't know which, however the funds work out. Stay tuned to more videos. You can do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon that alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Give us a thumbs up. Hey, let me know what you think about this DIY project and if my instructionals were concise and very informative. That way you guys can watch this and go do it yourself. There you go. This is the first time I ever installed this shower like this. First time ever. I'm no longer a walk-in shower virgin. Nope, no more. Anyway, be safe, always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next adventure. I've got some more planned. Yes. Bye-bye now.